Hi everyone, this is Dr. Lakshmi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss the most common gastrointestinal disorder, that is constipation. So before going into constipation, let me tell you what is a healthy colon. A person who has healthy colon immediately pass stools once he get up in the morning, and he doesn't have any coating in the tongue, which indicates his good digestion, and the stools it will float in the water. This is a person who is having healthy colon, whereas a person who has constipation will have infrequent stool movements and stools will be very hard to pass, and it is a general term used to refer fewer bowel movements, that is stool movements, and very hard stools, painful defecation associated with abdominal discomfort or abdominal pain. And constipation is the most common cause for painful defecation, and this is the most common gastrointestinal disorder suffered by most of the people at any time in their lifetime. And when we are coming to constipation, it is not a very serious issue, but rarely it can be serious in some cases, such as mechanical obstruction or as serious as rectal cancer. Now let me tell you the causes of constipation. In Ayurveda, understanding the causes is very important, because especially for constipation, the person who is having constipation should identify what is the causes of constipation, and he has to eliminate all the causes to cure constipation naturally. That is called as Nidana Parivarjanam in Ayurveda. So let me tell you the causes. The number one cause is poor diet, especially low fiber diet, and those who are taking lot of hot, spicy, salty, oily or fried items. Example, those who are taking lot of junk foods, and those who are taking low fiber diet, because fiber is necessary to form bulk in our stools, so it will easily pass through the intestine and it will come out through the anus. So those who are having poor, means low fiber, their stools will be very hard. The next reason, those who are taking very little water, because water is very necessary for stools to become smooth and it will pass through the intestine, because the thing is same like that, because once the waste will come from the small intestines towards the large intestine, in the large intestine most of the water is getting absorbed in the large intestine, and if we are taking less water, more and more water will be absorbed in the large intestine and the stools will become very hard. So adequate water intake is necessary. And next cause is lack of exercise. It will affect the intestinal motility. For example, those people who are sitting for more than 8 hours, IT professional, officers or drivers who are sitting for long hours, 8 to 10 hours in a day, there won't be any proper abdominal movement. So from the intestine, the stools will remain in large intestine and for long time, and lot of water will get absorbed. So again the stools will become hard, and there won't be proper movement of the intestine also, because by squeezing action only all the stools are passing from the large intestine towards the rectum and to the anus. This is the third reason. The fourth reason is stress. Those who are having a lot of anxiety, tension, worries, all these people are prone to get constipation. Other reason is those who suppress the urge to defecate. This also will cause constipation. And those people who are taking a lot of medication, especially antacids, antipsychotics, antihistamines, all these people are prone to get constipation. Next, the last is those elderly people, because in elderly people there will be having changing diet and they might be taking medications, and there will be decreased mobility in elderly people, and the intestinal motility also will reduce. So these elderly people are more prone to get constipation, and especially women also. Secondary to some diseases also constipation will come. So these people have to correct it, then only the constipation will get relieved. That is, for example, hypothyroidism, anal fissures, diabetes, and as serious as rectal cancer. Last but not the least, people who are traveling often used to get constipation. Maybe they will suppress the urge to defecate, and people who are shifting to new places, for example students when they are shifting from their home to hostels, then also they will suppress the urge, and because of the changes in the environment, food, etc., they are also tend to get constipation. And another one thing is, if you are sleeping more time at daytime, it will decrease your mobility and it will cause constipation. And people, those who go to sleep very late and those who are having irregular food timings and irregular lifestyle, all these people are prone to get constipation. Now let me tell you the symptoms of constipation. Passing very hard stools between 3 to 4 days, and painful defecation, bloating of the abdomen, abdominal discomfort or pain, tiredness, then incomplete evacuation. There won't be any satisfaction while passing the motion. All these are the symptoms of constipation. Constipation is rarely serious, but in chronic stage it may lead to hemorrhoids, anal fissure, rectal prolapse, hernia, and spastic colitis. Next, let me tell you how you can prevent and cure constipation naturally. So the first thing is Nidana Parivarjanam, that is elimination of the cause. So you have to take care of a very good high fiber diet. In that you can include lot of veggies. For example, high fiber veggies includes green leafy vegetables. You can go for cucumber. You can go for elephant yam. Elephant yam you can take like 3 to 4 pieces. You can boil and have at night after your dinner. And cucumber you can include in your salads. And for example, pumpkin soup you can take, or any form of any making curries or anything you can have with pumpkin and all, because all these are rich in fiber. And when coming to fruits, you can go for black dried grapes, prunes, apples, pineapple, pear, berries, melons. All these are super source of fiber. So you have to take care of a fiber rich diet. And next thing, you have to drink enough water. Adequate fluid is very necessary, and you have to drink minimum 2 to 3 liters of water in a day. And when you are having your liquid, that is plain water, you have to take. No substitute for water. Water should be water only. And one more thing you have to take care, when you are having your solid food, don't take water. Either 30 minutes before or 30 minutes later. Then it will aid your digestion in a very good way. And next thing is, once you get up in the morning, have 2 to 3 glasses of warm water, empty stomach, because it will cleanse your colon and it will smooth your stools. And next thing, adequate exercise. Minimum 30 to 45 minutes of exercise is very important, and include those exercise which will cause abdominal movements also. It can be jogging or walking or cycling, etc., but make sure there is your belly movements also. And you can go for some yogas also, like Vajrasanam, Paschimottanasana, anything, but make sure all your body parts, especially your abdominal part, is moving. The next thing what I am going to tell is that you have to quit smoking or alcohol, because it will really dry your stools. So again the stools will become hard. The next thing, include 1 small bowl of yogurt in your lunch time, because yogurt is rich in probiotics, that is, they are good bacteria which will aid your digestion and it relieve your constipation also. Next, have food at regular timings. Always have a proper meal time. And next thing is, don't suppress the urge to defecate. If you don't have a regular bowel movements, do this thing. Go sit in the toilet at a regular timing, preferably at morning. Go sit in the toilet even if it is not coming. Get up at morning. Go to the toilet. After finishing your brushing everything, you go to the toilet. Go sit at least for 5 minutes. Don't strain. Just sit for 5 minutes and make it as a habit. After, maybe it will be difficult for the first 3 to 4 days, but after a week or 10 days, surely you will pass stools without any difficulty. Within that time you can correct your diet, your fluid intake, everything. By that time your stools also will pass in a regular timing at morning itself. And one more thing, the best position to pass stools is squatting position, that is our Indian closet. Because when we are using Indian closet, our anorectal angle will be more widened, so that there will be a clear straight passage of stools from the intestine to the rectum, and it will pass through the anal canal, anus, very freely without any strain. Whereas in Western toilets, when we are sitting, the angle, it won't be a straight angle, it will be little curved angle. So we have to put little more pressure to pass stool. So if you have Indian closet, use Indian closets itself, because that is best. Now let me tell you the home remedies. The first one, you can have prunes. Minimum for children, if they are suffering, but rarely children used to get constipation. Even though if it is very rare, let me tell you, if children is getting constipation, you can just give 2 or 3 prunes, because that all will be necessary for them, because one prune is equivalent to 8% of recommended fiber intake in a day. So it will act as a mild laxative. And for adults, they can take 4 to 5 prunes in a day. It will act as a laxative and it relieves your constipation. And the next simple thing is, you can have black dried grapes. You can take 15 to 20 black dried grapes and soak it in 1 glass of water. Keep it overnight, and next day morning you can have it. It will also act as a mild laxative. And for children, if you want to give, you can give like 10 black dried grapes and you can soak it in 1 glass of water. Keep it overnight, and next day morning you can give them at empty stomach. Then the next one, with 1 glass of warm boiled milk, add 2 teaspoons of ghee, and you can have it at night before going to bed. And remember one thing, for some people milk will be constipating in nature, so they don't want to try this method because it won't work for them. But for some people it will act as a laxative. It definitely depends on individual intestine, the costum. So you have to try. If you are having constipation, avoid this method. And the next thing is, you can have Triphala Churnam. That is very widely known all over the world, Triphala Churnam. You can take half glass or 1 glass of warm water and add 2 teaspoons of Triphala Churnam and have at night before going to bed. And those people, even with Triphala Churnam, if they are unable to pass stools, they can go for the next method. That is, with half glass of warm milk, add 2 teaspoons of castor oil and have at night before going to sleep. It will clear their stools. And those people who cannot take milk can go for warm water. And the next thing is, with half glass of warm milk, you can add 2 teaspoons of isabgol, that is psyllium husk, and have at night before going to sleep. And one more thing you have to remember, when you are taking psyllium husk, when you are mixing that 2 teaspoons in warm milk, try to take it at that time itself, otherwise it will become very jelly like and it will be difficult for you to take. And you can go for Leshunak Kshirapakam also, that is garlic milk. I have already done a video about the benefits and how to prepare garlic milk. It will immediately cure your constipation. So if you want to know how to prepare garlic milk, I will just put the link in my description box. You can just go and have a look at it, and you can prepare and take it. Finally, let me tell you one more thing. Among the methods I said, don't use Triphala or castor for more than 21 days. Once your constipation is relieved and your intestine is completely free, you can continue taking with a good fiber diet, take lot of fluids, do exercise and correct it naturally. Because if you are continuously using it more than 21 days, it will become satmyam to your body. That means it will become part of your diet. Once it becomes part of your diet, it won't work as a medicine. I have seen lot of people over the counter and in pharmacies, they will come buy Triphala Churnam and later they will come saying, at the beginning it was working for the first week or 2 weeks, it was working, but later on it was not working and I have to switch to more stronger dosage or some other medicine. That is because it becomes their part of their diet, so they need more stronger medicines if they are doing taking it continuously. So don't do that. Once your constipation is relieved, stop Triphala or castor oil. And if you wish to cleanse your colon or detoxify something, you can have it like monthly twice, 15 days once, 15 days once, you can take it. But don't ever use it continuously to relieve constipation. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any doubts, you can just ask in the comment box, and those who wish to see in Malayalam, they can go and have a look at my Malayalam playlist. I added the video in that. You can see it. Thank you.